Nicholas, I saw some images of you this morning. You were at a national ceremony at Town Hall today.
Look, I did a number of events today, including, I think it was the biggest citizenship ceremony in the country at Melbourne Town Hall. And, gee, if you want a reminder of what an incredible country Australia is, go along to a citizenship ceremony. Remember, every person there has made the emotional and psychological decision to become an Australian and often travelled a long way to be standing there at that.
So why out?
Incredible.
Why out in the street do we have people holding signs about genocide and joining Palestine up with Australia Day and people hating on Australia and saying F Australia? I mean, you contrast what you saw with those people who want to get an Australian passport and have a life here in the greatest country in the world with what we saw out in the street. Now, I don't get that.
Look, I think the complex truth of modern Australia is that Australia Day means different things to different people, and for a very significant portion of the Australian community, particularly Indigenous Australians, it's a day of mourning.
But what are they trying to achieve?
I mean, I support the conversation.
What are they trying to achieve?
Well, they're trying to change the date. They're saying, let's find another day which doesn't, cause the same hurt for them. I do, actually, yeah. I mean, I think it's a conversation we need to have. I was thinking about this today. Look, we could make the first Monday in February Australia Day, and every year you get a long weekend, and we just move on from this debate. Like you said, you were tired of it.
We need to change the day. I am tired.
I'm tired of it as well. Let's put our energy into a day we can
Okay, we'll get the Prime Minister to show some leadership and come out, and we'll have a national poll on whether we want to change the day. How's that hard? Well, Amanda, what do you think? Should we change the day?
No, we shouldn't. But also, this is a massive distraction of what other things the government's doing that we don't know about. So we have to be very careful that we're not being distracted by this discussion and protests and people being quite radical and say, well, hang on a minute, what's been going on? So that, the discussion's going off the tax cuts when we should be talking about that. So let's just make sure we don't fall down the rabbit hole and being distracted by what's really going on.
So, simple. Get some political leadership and have a discussion about a new date.
Well, you and I are both calling for it now. I think it makes sense. Could be the first, 1st of February, could be the first Monday in February. Let's just pick a day. We can all get behind it, and then we can all celebrate the day, because this is the greatest country in the world. We should all be celebrating that national day.
The agitators be happy with that, though. Amanda Rose, always a pleasure to catch up with you. Thank you. Nicholas Rees, you're going to join us also on a Friday on a regular basis. It's great to have the Deputy Lord Mayor of Melbourne in furious agreement with me, which doesn't happen very often. I hope you both have a great weekend.